Good morning. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to an episode of Taking It Personally. I am your host, Michelle Yampolsky Gomez, and today I am super excited about my guest. I think of her as the Martha Stewart of Shabbat.
Oh my God.
Please welcome Ashley
Stop
Eliyahu.
it. Oh, hi.
Thank you for coming on.
That's such a nice thing to say. Thank you.
I mean, I'm very genuine with what I say.
I love that. Thank you.
Welcome to Taking It Personally.
Thank you for having me.
So this is a show where we just get to air our grievances. We talk honestly. I talk candidly. I like to complain. It's my show. And if I want to complain, I will.
Okay.
But
I
it's
love
not.
that.
Yeah. Welcome.
I love that.
I mean, I'm not always complaining, but I like having the option too.
Me too. I love that.
Thank you. This show is produced by Fringe Podcasts, which essentially means that if things go well, it's, they get to take credit for it. But if things don't go well, they are also responsible.
Okay.
And so thank you, Chris and Jesse, for being in the background. Okay. So, Ashley, welcome.
Thank you.
I am a longtime TikTok follower.
I love that.
Longtime Instagram follower. I know you recently blew up.
Oh my God.
But I was there a little earlier.
It's funny.
Than the
I was
blow
on
up.
TikTok first.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But my Instagram does better.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I'm all in on the TikTok, and then I came over to Instagram.
Okay.
What I've really connected to with Ashley's content has really been her focus on Shabbat and her recipes and her prep. They've really pushed me to think about Shabbat in a new way. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself and your content.
Okay, so hi, my name is Ashley Eliyahu. I am a mother of two. I have two girls. That is my role. That is my number one role. And I recently started posting on Instagram and TikTok.
Goodness.
And
so how recently was that?
I'd say December.
Wow. Okay.
But it didn't pick up until March.
Okay.
So
cool.
It was a few months of slow posting, but I did post every day. I was very consistent.
Yeah.
I was cringing in the beginning. I was like, this is so embarrassing.
Girl, we can talk all about that.
I was dying in the beginning, and the more I did it, the easier it got, and it started picking up in March. My focus is really about Judaism, Jewish life, Shabbat dinner, hosting, cooking, but I also like to incorporate other things like lifestyle and holistic wellness. So those are, I don't think I'm niche down, as they call it.
Those are your tent poles.
I like to kind of just share my life in the most authentic way I know how, and everything that I love to do, and just share it with whomever wants to watch. So,
and I am one of those viewers.
And I love it. I can't believe people want to watch so much. I was so taken aback by
how it was received.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow. Yeah. Did you start with something specifically and then you kind of...
Yeah, I did. I was it started off a day in the life as a stay-at-home mom of two with help. That's how it started.
Okay.
I was I feel like people are oh, here's my day in the life, but nobody's showing what's really happening, right? Everybody, I feel well, not everybody, but a lot of people have help and they're not talking about it or they hide it.
Yeah.
So I was maybe I can post about the fact that I do have help, and maybe it'll resonate
and not be apologetic.
Exactly. No, I'm not apologetic.
And you shouldn't
at
be.
all. So I started posting just daily vlogs of my life as a stay-at-home mom of two with help. And it was slow. It did okay, but it was slow. I feel it was just very I feel because I didn't establish a persona yet, people didn't really care so much about what I was doing all day long. Now if I post a video like that, it does very well.
Interesting. Okay.
But then then Hanukkah happened, and I posted my Hanukkah host. My night, I had 40 people over for Hanukkah. I had
I can't wait to talk about
20 menorahs. Everybody lit. It was really, really nice. I made 200 latkes. And this is something that I just do every Hanukkah. It's nothing new to me. So I was let me just post this, whatever. It was much harder to film and get the content, but
I did it. That's a lot of hot oil at the same time.
It was a lot,
filming.
but I did it. I posted and it did very, very well. And I was okay, people like food. Let me post more food. And then,
it's true.
It just trickled.
Before we get deeper into it, I do have to preface by saying We have a common connection. A really dear friend of mine and friend of the podcast, Eleni, the clean eating chick, knows of you,
Yeah,
I guess,
we've
from
met.
the circles
Yeah.
of holistic wellness in Long
Yes.
Island.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
And when I proactively mentioned you to her when I was thinking about the new directions I wanted to take this podcast in, and just how, there's this mom that I love watching, and she pulls together these beautiful Shabbat, and she's a mom. Immediately, Eleni was like, "Oh, you're
know
talking
her?
about Ashley."
Oh,
She's like, "Yeah,
that's so
yeah, I know
funny.
her. She has the best stuff." So you got to rep, girl.
I love that.
You got
I
to
love
rep.
that.
You run in these streets.
I love that. And it's so nice to hear because I work so hard on my content. So
course.
to know that it's being received so well and that people really love it is such a good feeling.
That's so nice. So rewarding.
Yeah. Very rewarding. Very rewarding.
I've had enough. I've had enough of the mushy gushy.
Yeah.
Let's jump into my fire round icebreaker, have a little fun.
Okay.
A little bit of controversy, if you will. Just kidding. Probably not. Nothing.
I'm ready.
But I want to see if we can crack you a little.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with a quick round of ranking it and then defending it, right?
Okay.
So we're going to think in the lens of keeping Shabbat.
Okay.
I'm going to name 3 core dishes or food items for Shabbat.
Okay.
Rank them and then defend the ranking. So challah, brisket, or soup. And soup, I should say.
Brisket.
That's number 1.
I think it's number 1.
Why?
Because it's like a main dish on the table that's large and makes a statement. And it's always in in my world, it's always in a really nice big bowl. So when you dish it out, it's like, whoa, that looks really good. So I think that that's a top one. I think people will say challah because it's a big part of Shabbat. However, I don't really bake, and I'm like not a baker, so it's hard for me to rank challah. But there's always challah on the table,
of course.
Yeah, of course.
And so you have soup as number 3.
Yeah, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't.
Okay, so you're not Ashkenazi.
No, I'm Sephardic.
Yeah. Soup in my house is just like a lifeline.
Yeah,
like it's at every meal, every Shabbat.
You know what? It's like that at every Shabbat usually. I think in the summers I don't do it as much because it's so hot, and I just feel like, you know what? I've made soup so many times and it just gets skipped over. So I'm like, am I really gonna another dish and make another soup?
Yeah.
Unless it's Passover, then we don't do Passover without matzo ball soup.
Of course not.
So
your official ranking
is the brisket,
challah, soup. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen Ashley's content, you know that brisket comes out in a beautiful gold bowl that goes straight into the oven.
Oven to table is the only way that I do it.
I can't wait to talk about this one. Look at me. I'm just like so into home goods and homewares. Who would have thought?
It's the best.
Next ranking.
Okay.
You have let's use challah as the example, right? You are putting a challah on the table every Friday night.
Yeah.
Rank store-bought, homemade, and that random baker woman on Instagram who you can place an order with over text. What are you going to do?
Homemade is obviously the best option. It's made with love in your own home. It's a mitzvah. So definitely homemade. I'll be honest, I don't bake. Can I make a challah? Yes. Have I made challahs? Many times. I just don't usually make the challah because I feel like I'm so swamped with so many other things. So
it's so time consuming.
It's so time consuming. And then you have to wait for the dough to rise. It's like me and baking are not friends. So homemade for sure.
Okay.
Then I feel like, I want to say the girl that you could text.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's also made with love in a Jewish home.
Yep.
And then I would say store-bought.
So it's mitzvah by affiliation.
Yeah.
Like that the
But there are some store-bought challahs that are incredible.
Incredible.
They're just not made with there's just no substance to it. It's just like
no intention.
It's just there.
Yeah.
Right? So if we're going to talk about that, then I would go for the homemade, the girl on Instagram, the store-bought.
Okay, I love that. I have noticed the rise of the chicks on Instagram who have the, the under-the-table baking businesses.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of them.
Oh,
there's a lot of them.
And they always look so delicious. Yeah. And
honestly, good for those girls because, I won't even do it for myself at home. You're going to do it for other people. I can't do it.
I
can't do it.
I think my ranking is homemade. Then I would probably do store because I
Okay.
haven't had a IG chick come through with one that has blown my mind.
Okay,
But I think
okay.
that could change.
Okay.
For store-bought, there is, I
But
guess,
there's different kinds of store-bought.
yeah.
Are you doing, like, the one that's packaged in a plastic that's been made in a factory, but is kosher, right? Or
Mhm.
are we doing, like, there's a bakery in the store?
Right.
There's
Or
a
just the
difference.
bakery.
Or just the bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You could
But
do
then,
that.
you know, there's some bakeries where they're just cranking out challahs and you can tell,
Yeah.
like, they didn't think it through what this means. But then there's
Yeah.
some bakeries, like, for example, I live in Manhattan, so I'm walking distance from a breads bakery, an
Yeah.
Israeli bakery. So
Yeah, so good. Oh my God. It's so good.
it's never
It's so
bad.
good there. It's never bad.
Never.
Their babka is number one.
It is so good.
It
Their
is so
babka, their
good.
cheesy twists,
Wow.
their barakas,
It's so good.
everything.
I hear you. Okay.
So it feels a
respect
little more
that.
intentional.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to
I think if you found a really good Instagram girl who does challah, you'd feel differently.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I haven't found her yet.
Yeah.
Probably based on where I live. I want that.
Yeah.
Because and I'll get to it, but on my mission to baking challahs, a mess, a
I know.
disaster, a
Me too,
shanda.
honestly. I can't bake challah.
It's really it's really challenging.
I'm like, I have so many things to do. Are we going to also bake and make dough?
And watch
And
it
like,
rise.
And then like I'm also filming. So I'm like, oh.
And where are you, like, you have 500 plates out. Where are you going to let that dough rise, babe?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to use your
I don't know.
daughter's room.
Literally,
Or your
no, it's
closet
a
or
lot.
something.
It's a lot.
Let's do another ranking.
Okay.
Since you are the hosting guru.
Okay.
Tablescape importance. This can be hosting in general.
Okay.
Right? Like you're hosting a dinner. Candles, flour, china. Rank it and defend it.
China
Is number one.
I'd say so.
Oh,
And
okay.
then flowers and then candles.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't even put a candle.
That's risky. I mean, that's just dangerous.
But I also have those fake candles. They're beautiful. You can put them on candlesticks and they're electric.
You linking that yet? I haven't seen you link that
Yeah,
yet.
I linked it.
Ooh,
It's
I
on
gotta catch
Amazon.
up.
No, it's on Amazon. They have beautiful ones in different colors, but I don't always put candles.
Okay.
I would say China.
Okay.
Why? Because the plates kind of set the vibe for the table, right? And a pretty plate is just, it changes the whole vibe of the table. Like you look at it and you're like, wow, that is like breathtaking to look at. Like there's some gorgeous plates where you're like, oh my God, I need this set, right?
Yes.
I have like 12 sets at this point. But
how big are your sets?
Like 16 to 18. Oof. So it's like, it's hard. I also don't have space anymore. I'm currently renovating my garage.
I hope you're building storage.
I'm
for
renovating the garage. I'm literally putting this whole like custom storage thing around it and the entire room. I'm not even parking a car in there. It's going to be just for hosting and plates.
I love
and dishes.
I can't wait for the content to come out of that because to me, home organization is porn.
I would say plates though.
Okay. All right. That's
plates
fair.
are everything. Then flowers. Flowers are a big deal too.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Yeah, you always need flowers.
I'm in a much smaller space than you. I'm in an apartment.
Okay.
And to me, flowers is the most achievable version of upping the table.
I hear you. But you could also decorate it with a nice napkin, right? You could use a white plate every single time, change the napkin and the napkin holder, and the whole thing looks different.
Look at that. She just literally dropped some knowledge for us right here.
You just use white plates every single time, and then you can change the entire vibe with napkins.
Interesting. Have you seen they're the higher end disposable plates?
Yeah, I love them. I use them all the time.
Ooh.
If I have more than 15, I'm using disposable.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Good to know.
If I have under 15, I'm using real plates.
Okay. That's your threshold. That's your
like
threshold.
15 is around, it also depends on who's coming. But yeah, you know, if it's my
Fascinating.
everyday crowd, I'm like, you're getting plastic.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we're not washing all these dishes.
You know the drill here.
Yeah, but they have beautiful plates. I found some gorgeous, gorgeous stuff on Amazon. Beautiful stuff.
I have found some really good stuff, but then some of it doesn't hold up with certain kinds of food or
it can't be paper.
Can't be paper.
No. Unless it's like, no, I've never seen a paper plate that's very, very good. Like it needs to be the PBA free type plastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Legit.
And they're like really hard. You can like honestly wash them and reuse them, but like
who wants to do that?
I'm not. Then why would we use plastic?
The whole point.
Then we would just use glass.
And I'm sorry to any environmentalists who are listening to this. you could take it personally. It is what it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you were. Ashley was looking for one, and that's it, folks.
Yes.
Ashley, you're hosting 15 people. You said that was your threshold, or 4 people. What do you prefer? You would never host 4, I don't think.
I don't know how to cook for 4. If it's the same food.
Yeah.
I will make the same amount of food for 5 people than I do for 15.
Wow.
I
Damn,
don't know
girl.
how to. What am I supposed to do? Half a whole chicken? What am I supposed to do?
Martha would never.
I mean, I don't understand. How do you do that, though?
No,
if you're making a whole chicken, you're making a whole chicken.
Right.
It is what it is. It's going to be a dish like this, right?
I feel like you walk into a supermarket or a market based off of what I watch, and you are just automatically calculating for
like
minimum
I know
15.
Yeah. Like if I'm buying eggplant for fried eggplant, I'm getting 4. You can get a lot of eggplants out of 4 eggplants. Like the slices, it's crazy how many eggplants come
I want
out
to
of
learn
that.
about this.
It's crazy. But like I know that I'm getting, 3 packs of cucumbers because I need to make a really big Israeli salad. Like it's just, I'm not going to buy 3 cucumbers.
She's not going to do it.
I don't know how to.
A farmer's market hates to see her
like
coming.
like the fish, for example, that you can you get a smaller piece of fish, a bigger piece of fish, but a chicken's a chicken. You either get it whole or you don't get it. You could do the pieces.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. Then
you're not having as much fun.
No, I like the whole chickens. They're like grander.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
No, that's.
I'm all about
totally legit.
abundance. I like grand looking things, like fancy looking things, and they don't have to be expensive. You can make everything look fancy on a budget.
I'm pretty sure that's the soundbite forever right there.
You really could.
True.
You can make everything look fancy on a budget.
Amen. I love that.
Yeah.
You have one must-learn, if you had one must-learn recipe for hosting family on Shabbat, what would it be?
The garlic potatoes.
Ooh, I love when you make the garlic potatoes.
Everybody loves the garlic potato. Every time I make them, everybody eats them. They're just so good. And they're good for dairy meals, meat meals. You can just change the butter. You could use regular butter. Like on Shavuot, I did regular butter. And on Shabbat, I use a dairy-free butter. And it tastes just as good. So I think that they're just like the perfect side dish. They're incredible. They feed a lot of people. And they're like easy to make relatively. So.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll link it in the show notes.
Okay, good.
But I recommend everybody checking out.
That's definitely a non-negotiable. It's in my book as a non-negotiable.
I can't wait to talk about the book. Okay. Let's move on because I feel like we've gotten enough scandal out of you.
Okay. Okay.
I know that you've talked about other topics and temples that you made content around, but how do you think that Shabbat really became your anchor, both in content, but really in life? Like what kind of traditions did your family have, or how did it become such a prevalent part in your life?
Well, it's a good question. Growing up, it was just a thing. Like every Friday, I was at Shabbat. There was no skipping it. There was no this week I can. I have this. I have that. Like it was always like we're going to Shabbat. This is family time. The end. And I brought that into my married life with my kids, and it's something super important to me. It's a tradition that.
Did your husband also do that growing up?
Yes, we are the same in that aspect, and it's something that I'll do forever, and that I want my kids to do. And when I got married and moved into my first house, I was like, I'm going to start hosting, because in my family, we were rotating homes. It was my mom's, my grandma's, my aunt's, like everybody did a week.
Yeah.
The Shabbats were never 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
They were like 20 people every single time, because it was every aunt, every uncle, every cousin. Everybody was there.
And everyone had a non-negotiable about attending. Like everybody
was there. Like unless you were like sick or traveling somewhere, everybody was there. And so when I got married, I was like, my parents were like, are you going to start to become in the rotation?
Love that.
And I was like, I would like to, but this sounds like a lot of work and a lot of money. We'll see. And so I started, and I did it like once every couple of months or once every few months. And I got pregnant, and I never did it because I was like, I'm too tired for this.
You're busy, yeah.
And then I started doing it more and more. And then we moved, and then I had an even bigger space to host in. I was like, okay, then I started collecting things, dishes, and I got excited, and I started learning how to cook more. And I, expanded my horizons when it came to recipes. And that's just how it went on. And I just continued to do it. And now I'm like fully in rotation.
You are fully in the rotation.
I'm doing 2 Shabbats a month at least.
Wow.
One for my side of the family and one for my husband's side of the family.
And all of the learned recipes, is that something you picked up through your childhood, or
So
you
some of
mentioned?
them are my mom's, some of them are from my aunt, some of them are from my mother-in-law.
Mm.
So yeah, like I've learned recipes from all the women in my life, put
Fabulous.
my own little twist on it, like changed it along the way according to my liking. And also Instagram, you scroll, you see other people, like you get inspiration from other people, other creators. And I look at a recipe that someone else made. And I'm like, oh, that looks really good. I feel like it would be better if I did it like this. And
Yeah.
then I'll play with it and then I'll make it for Shabbat one time. I'll see if people like it, how good it came out. And then I'll be like, okay, this is like worthy of it being always on the table. And then I have like a set of like, okay, these are the chicken dishes I make. These are the meat dishes I make. These are the fish dishes I make. What am I doing this week? I'll always pick one of each. And if I have over 16 people, I'll double up on one.
And always a garlic potato.
And always
possible.
a garlic potato, always a white rice or a type of rice, always like the little Israeli type salads.
Yep.
Yeah, like hummus, tahini, madbucha, baba ganoush. We always have that. That's a very my mother-in-law thing. She is the queen of Shabbat salads.
Ooh. And then
she taught me a lot of them.
The dream. I love like a full salad.
Like a full spread with the challah. It's just like, that's all I need. I don't even need all the stuff.
I'm not even into dessert, honestly. I am so
If
much
you
more
put me in
savory.
front of a challah with a bunch of dips and Israeli salads, that'll be good enough for me.
Yeah, and then I will
So
package
good.
leftovers.
Exactly.
And I will be the best guest when you're ready to have me.
You have to come.
I
You have
would
to
love
come.
nothing more. This kind of brought you, I think, to creating your book.
Yeah.
Your book of recipes. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So I really wanted to make like a recipe book / hosting guide.
Yeah.
It was like a hosting for dummies. Right? I was like, this would be really nice. Like, it's not just a cookbook, but it's like a book where people could like be like, okay, what am I making for Shabbat this week? I feel like people like, it's like Thursday and they're stressed and they're like, okay, what am I making? What do I need to buy? What do I do? It's too much. And then they stress out and then they either don't do it or they like make one dish and they're like, that was so hard. Right. I wanted to make a book that will make that easier for people, where they can like go on a Tuesday or Wednesday and be like, okay, let me look through the book and pick a menu. So the book has 4 menus that I curated, different items on each menu, plus the non-negotiables. And the book has a page called non-negotiables, and there's like 12 recipes on there of the 12 non-negotiable things that I always have on the table. Hummus, tahini, madbucha, like small little things. Potatoes are one of them. Rice is one of them. It's not just a salad or a dip.
Yep.
And then the main dishes are in 4 different menus. And then I made a grocery list for each menu. So it literally says 6 tomatoes, 4 cucumbers, this many pounds of chicken, this many. Like I did all the work for you so that you can literally go pick a menu, look at the grocery list, take it to the supermarket. You don't have to think about it. Every recipe that's in there is in the book.
And then just cut and dry.
It's just like, it cannot get easier. And then there's also a link. It's an ebook. It is not a published book. There's also, when you pull it up, there's a link that you can, for every recipe that you can click, and it'll take you to the Instagram video. So you can watch the recipe while also reading it. And then I have hosting tips at the end where I just list out a bunch of things that I think are important. And that was it. It's about 40 pages. It was a good intro for me.
Yeah.
The thing is that not all of my recipes are in there now because I keep adding and adding. So people are like, whoa, this one's not in there. I'm like, because hello, we need to
Give
update.
me a minute.
I don't know.
I have to write them down.
I don't know. So now I'm thinking, I can make another book, but it was a lot of work.
I'm sure.
It was a lot of work. It took me months.
You can do like another edition.
I was thinking to start a Substack and have people
I love Substack.
Yeah.
Come on over. Go
I've
where
never
it's
done
warm.
it, but I was talking to a few people about it and they were like, you should do that. Like, then it's a subscription and then it's like constant updates. Now you have every single thing ready for you and it's not like,
totally.
So
I
we'll see about it.
Love that you mentioned Substack because it's probably my favorite place to be on the internet right now.
I really I've never been on it.
Oh, we'll talk.
I just learned about it.
We'll talk. It is like peaceful, happy, no nonsense. I love to scroll. I'm a big. We'll talk.
Okay, so we have to do it. So that's something I'd like to do. But the book did very well. Everybody really, really loved it. I still get messages being like, I used your book this week and it saved me.
That must feel good.
It's so nice that I'm making women's lives easier for Shabbat.
I think something that's always drawn me to your content and the recipes and the hosting etiquette is the fact that I am new to keeping Shabbat. So for
Okay.
background, I'm a first generation American. My parents were born in Kiev. My mom lived in Israel for a long time, then Belgium. My dad went through Italy, came to, whatever.
Okay.
I was not raised observant. I was
Okay.
raised knowing you're a Jewish person. And my parents worked really hard, gave us a fabulous life, but when Fridays rolled around, they were exhausted. They were
Yeah.
working all week.
There was no Shabbat dinner?
It was not a
No
Shabbat
Shabbat
dinner. We
dinner.
always had a family dinner. It was never under the premise of we're doing this for Shabbat, but it
Yeah.
was our time
So there was no
together.
like kiddush and
None of that. We were
okay.
not
But
lighting
you do it
candles
now.
together. Now I do it.
Okay. That's so nice.
The birth of my daughter, I think, really shifted how I looked at things.
Okay.
And although I don't identify as someone who's religious, I very much enjoy certain traditions and practices of like bringing us all together.
That's how I feel.
Plus my
That's
daughter
definitely
is
me.
yeah, exactly. My
Yeah, it's
my
so
daughter
nice.
is so into it.
Mm.
She's getting a religious education, so my husband's not Jewish, but he's into it too. He loves it.
Okay.
He's like leading us through the brachas.
That's so
It's
nice.
wonderful. And I see the joy she gets from it. I see how excited she is by it.
It's
So
so
it
nice.
pushes me to do better.
Yeah, and it's
And
all about family. I think Shabbat's all about family and being together. Yes, I emphasize on the food and the dishes but at the end of the day, it's about being together with your family, just spending quality time because everybody's had such a long, hectic week. And
mhm.
it's like to just sign off and wind down and just to be together and eat good food.
Yeah, food helps. It helps
Yes, it
everyone like
does.
stay in one
It does. And there's
location
nothing
together.
like a home cooked meal.
No,
There's
absolutely
nothing
not.
like a home cooked meal.
So then why don't you walk me through, and you can do this top line because I know that this is a lot of your shtick, right?
Okay.
Like you are prepping all week and then Shabbat rolls around and you're chilling. So
Yeah.
can you walk me through briefly
The
what
week.
the lead up looks like into Shabbat?
Yeah, like with my content creation or without?
Ooh, that's a good point. That's your week. Tell me.
Okay, well, let me think. On Mondays, I will think about on Sunday, the week before, I'm like, okay, we're doing Shabbat this week. I establish it. I'm like, okay, I'm hosting.
Mm-hmm.
We call my family, I'm hosting. Monday, I'm like, okay, let me figure out what I'm making. Who's coming, what I'm making, how many people do I have, how many kids do I have? I just think about it. I jot it down. I have like a note in my phone called Shabbat.
Always with the phone, by the way. I learned
always
that
with the
she's
phone.
always with
I'm
the
not a
phone.
computer person. I have a note in my phone. It's called Shabbat. I change the date. I usually have a menu written out from the last Shabbat. I tweak it. I change it up. I change the guests. I have everybody's name in my phone. I have a grocery list already ready with the check mark, so I'll fix it, uncheck everything. That's what I do.
A well-oiled machine on notes.
Yes, I'll go down to my closet. I have like this hosting closet downstairs. I'll go down. I'll look at what I have. I'm like, what am I in the mood for? Am I doing like yellow? Am I doing black and white? Like, what am I doing? So I'll figure out my table, what I want it to look like, how I want it to be. That's on like Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'll set a table.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
You're setting a table on Wednesday.
I'm setting a table on Wednesday, even before content.
Wow.
Actually, you know what? Now that I do content, sometimes I set on Tuesday because I really need to like get ahead and actually make the video. It takes time to edit it.
Sure.
But I will usually set the table on Wednesday.
Okay.
It's out of the way. It's done,
Mhm.
right? I don't have to worry about it. People sometimes ask me, how do you like, what about dust? You know, like
who gives a fuck about dust?
I
Who
don't
asked about dust?
They were like, how do you keep the plates clean? Like it's sitting for so long. I'm like,
people are really in the weeds with that one, babe.
There's no dust. I don't know. I guess I don't
She
see
runs a
dust.
clean home.
My house is really clean. But like, okay, the cups I'll flip this way, right?
Okay.
It'll just be like this so that nothing gets in the cup. Otherwise, everything is the same. I also go to the market on Wednesday.
You have eagle-eyed fans, but go on.
I go to the market on Wednesday. I set a table on Wednesday. I get everything at the market except for the fish.
Fair.
Okay.
Great point.
On Thursday, I wake up in the morning, I get the fish, I come back and I start prepping. And I'm in the kitchen from like 9 to 2 or 3, right?
Damn, girl.
By 2 or 3, I'm done. And I make everything. Like anything that I could make, I'm making.
In that time span. Okay.
Anything. Like that's why I like to stick to like preppable, bakeable dishes because you can like prepare the whole dish and then just like put it in the oven on Friday.
And sidebar, before I forget, how many fridges and freezers do you have?
Oh my God, this is the question everyone wants to
Is
know.
it?
Yeah.
I am dying
Everyone's like, where are you
to
putting
know.
it all?
Give it to us
Okay,
apartment dwellers,
I
girl.
have 2 refrigerators. It's nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
I have
Okay.
one in my kitchen and I have one in my garage. It is not a commercial refrigerator. It is literally a regular fridge from Costco, but it's super deep and wide. I have 2 fridges. I have 2 freezers. I have a deep freezer in my garage that I used for my milk supply when I was breastfeeding. So it's really deep. I can fit a lot of stuff in there. And then I have a regular freezer in my kitchen. And then my ovens. Let's talk ovens for a second. I have the Wolf like side-by-side oven that's like the bigger one and then the smaller one. And then I also have a convection oven in my island that's also kind of smaller. So I have like 1 regular full-size oven and then 2 smaller ones.
Okay. And did you pick those knowing that you were a host? Or
the house came that way.
Sick.
So I did not. I picked the house because of the kitchen.
Okay.
I saw the kitchen. I was like, this is the kitchen for me.
Hashem's looking out.
We needed the house for the kitchen. And then I also have that Breville like oven that goes on the counter. I will utilize every oven. Like if I'm making cauliflower for Shabbat and it's in a dish, it's usually in a smaller dish because it's not like whatever. And I will put it in the Breville. Like I don't need to stick it in the oven. Whatever you can use.
You're using.
I'm using. Yeah. Like if we can stick 7 things in the oven at the same time, why wouldn't we do that?
You know what would make such an amazing like reality concept is Ashley shows up at my city apartment
and we prep for Shabbat.
Yeah, we prep for Shabbat, and she's like, "What is this, honey?" It's like,
listen,
it would be like a challenge, like a good game show challenge.
I hear you. No, it's people have a lot of questions when I post prep. They're just like, how many ovens do you have? How many fridges do you have? Where are you putting this? How are you storing it? Yada yada. And how do you make sure everything gets dished out hot? That's a big question.
That's a good one.
Or should I answer it? We oven rotate. And be like, well,
yeah, but I feel like that's kind of standard.
But then they ask me, why don't you use a hot plate? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a hot plate.
Well, okay. I mean, she's not that kind of Shabbat,
I know I don't have a hot plate.
That kind of leads me into my next segment for you, right?
Okay.
A lot of questions, people asking, myself included. Can we talk about guest etiquette?
Okay.
Are you nervous about guest etiquette?
No, not at all.
What is something someone should show up with when they're coming to your Shabbat?
People usually come with flowers.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't ask for anything, but my
not.
family brings flowers. We're flower people. If you're my aunt or my mother-in-law, you will bring dessert because they know I don't do that and they are very good with dessert. If you're my mother, you come with a fruit salad.
Interesting.
But if you're a regular guest and you're not one of those 3 women, you either bring a bottle of wine or like flowers.
What's your go-to when you're someone else's?
I usually bring flowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to
I
know.
don't really go to other people's Shabbats. Nobody invites me.
We're going to change that with my reality show, promise.
I only go to my family's Shabbats. Nobody's like inviting me to like Shabbat.
But if you were invited to a Shabbat
I'd
or
bring
a holiday,
flowers.
you'd bring flowers.
I'd bring flowers. Yeah.
So since your Shabbats and the things that you're hosting are so family centric, obviously everyone behaves a certain way or whatever. Have you ever had any experience where you've invited a guest over, could be outside of your family, and you're just like, they are not coming back?
You know what? No, but I'm a big no shoe person, and I feel like people don't like that because it's like a part of their outfit, right? People know that when they come to my house for Shabbat, there's no shoes.
Yep.
So I say it in advance, and then I'm like, if you don't like it, then don't come because I don't allow shoes in my house.
Great
I have
answer.
a baby crawling. I have carpets.
Shoes are foul.
Like, I don't want outside dirt coming into my house. It's just not me. So shoes are definitely like a no-no. And I had a few people be like, oh, do I have to? Like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, someone's asking you to take their shoes off. Just do it.
Don't push back.
Yeah, like I would never ask if I came to somebody's house and they were like, please take your shoes off, I wouldn't like argue.
I wouldn't push back.
I would just do it. Yeah. I don't know.
That is such a good answer, by the way. Good job.
Understand.
I mean, plan accordingly. Get a pedicure, make your feet part of the outfit.
Or bring socks. I don't know, something.
I don't know. Bring like little shoe covers.
Yeah, but no, I've never had like a thing where I'm like, they're never coming back.
What's the most? I think I would know. I know the answer to this just based on our conversation. But the most helpful thing for you, it sounds like, is people handling dessert or a challah.
People handling dessert. Are we talking about guests or in general for Shabbat?
Guests in general.
Okay, so yeah, people handling dessert. I'm not a dessert person.
Anything else you could think of that would be like super helpful or something you're like, I love this guest?
I like when people aren't really on their phones. Like, we're here to like be together.
Be present.
Yeah, be present.
I'm hosting.
Like, I mean, I'm on my phone too and whatever, but like, at the end, like not at the table.
Yeah.
Right? Like if we're like we just had dessert, now we're chilling on the couch, we're all hanging out. Like I feel like at that point we should just not like we could take out the phones, I guess.
The wind down is when the
Yeah,
phone can come out.
yeah. And people are gonna come for me. You don't keep Shabbat. I don't keep Shabbat.
Oh, I don't yeah. I that wasn't
I
even
use my
like part
phone.
of this.
I use my phone on Shabbat.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Actually, another question, a personal one that
Yeah.
I thought of was, I've noticed in some of your content, if you are celebrating Shabbat at someone else's house, you will go through the ritual with your daughters, head covering, lighting candles, saying a prayer together.
Yeah. Like
and
on
then
my vlogs, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you're heading out.
Yeah.
You blowing out the candles? Or
No.
no? Okay. They like do their thing and then you go.
I have a nanny who lives with us. If she doesn't come with me, then I feel comfortable because she's home.
I see.
She doesn't always come with me, so I don't usually have this problem.
Got
But
it.
no, I won't blow them out.
Okay.
I won't blow them out.
Yeah. Good.
No.
That's
they stay on and I hope for the best. I don't know. They stay on
We
and I hope
cannot
for the
put
best.
that kitchen in
No,
danger.
no.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense to me. I've always wondered that. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never really been someone who's
Would you blow them out?
No, I
Okay.
don't blow them out.
Okay.
My husband and I have come a long way where because I'm asleep early. That's my
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
by 9:30 I'm out. The candles might still be going, whatever.
Yeah.
And at first my husband used to be like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't know how this works. Just it's not common for him. But
Yeah,
as he's gotten more into it, we let it do its thing. It's really
No,
important
I'll
to
never
us.
blow them out.
No, it's
No.
not. You just don't do
You
it.
just don't do it. No.
You don't do it. Favorite holiday to celebrate outside of Shabbat, of course.
I love Hanukkah.
Mm.
I think it's so nice.
It's so
like
fun.
it's 8 days of like Hanukkah parties, and I love
Cheerfulness.
that. Yeah, it's so nice. And in my family, there's 8 Hanukkah parties. Everyone hosts a different night. I
Yeah.
usually do the first night. My mom usually does the last night. And then I have like 2 family friends and my aunt and my mother-in-law who do the in-between. So every night I'm somewhere and it's so fun.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I love that you have a big family. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have a big family, so I'm very dependent on having a community and participating in the community and
Yeah.
all of that good stuff. I think it's wonderful. I love good Jewish familial traditions, and I
Yeah.
hope to build them myself.
Yeah.
Last cue that I have for you. Any words of wisdom for someone getting into the content creation of it all?
Content creation of it all. I'd say to be consistent. I'd say even when things don't like perform well, to not let it
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personally. Don't let it damper your mood. Just keep going. Keep going. Show up.
Yeah, and
If
to
you
be
s-
cringe is to be free,
And then
right?
to be yourself. To be yourself. Like be true to who you are. And I think that I do that every day. I show up and I'm just me. And
I
I
love
think
that.
that people love that. I think if you can tell when someone's being themselves and when someone's kind of like putting on a little show. And I think if you show up every day and you are yourself and you just be consistent, it'll go well.
You want authenticity.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. I'm very drawn to authenticity. I can't stand
The content creation of it all is not easy. People are like, I'm not getting followers or whatever. It's just consistency.
Yeah. That makes
Consistency.
total sense.
Yeah. One video will hit. There's always one that's like this, and then the ball goes rolling.
Yeah, there you
know?
go. That I love to hear it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I just feel like that they say don't meet your heroes, but I met my hero.
I love that. You have to come to me for Shabbat.
Obviously,
Yeah, we'll
that's what
plan
this
it.
whole thing was about.
We'll do it.
It was like a plan Eleni and I came up with where we're like, okay, like
we'll
how
do
are we going
it.
to Shabbat?
I'd love that. That would be so nice.
Can you tell my audience about where they can find you and where they can find your ebook?
Yes. So my handle is Ashley Eliyahu 2.0 on Instagram and on TikTok.
Why 2.0, by the way?
I started the page many years ago as a weight loss page, and it was like the new me 2.0.
I see.
I had lost 120 pounds and I was documenting it.
Wow.
And then I got pregnant and everything ruined.
Those
so
fucking
then the
pregnancies.
page turned more into just my personal page. So I had followers from that, and then it just
Okay.
turned into a personal page and I stopped posting. And then I just continued with the handle. I tried to take out the 2.0 recently, and the handle is not available somehow. Someone
Who's this
took my name.
imposter?
I don't know. Ashley Eliyahu's taken. So
Ashley Eliyahu.
the 2.0
Working
is
for
here
you.
to stay for now, unless
Okay.
I get this person to cough it up. We'll see.
Maybe inviting them to Shabbat too will do the
We'll
trick.
see. So yeah, it's Ashley Eliyahu 2.0, both on Instagram and on TikTok. And I have a website, ashleyeliyahu.com, and the ebook is there. And it's also in my bio on my page in both Instagram and TikTok.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next episode.